the wife who silently took everything back. My husband took his mistress to another state to give birth and brought 10 relatives along. The day I married Ethan Collins, everyone said I was the luckiest woman in Seattle. He was the eldest son of a rich and respected family, owners of a famous seafood chain across the Northwest. And me, I was just Isabella Hart, an ordinary woman. No powerful background, no wealth, just love and a heart that believed in forever. In the beginning, I lived entirely for him. Every dollar from my small online store, I handed to Ethan without hesitation. Family always said, family comes first. But I soon realized their definition of family never included me. They treated me like a stranger who worked, cooked, and stayed quiet. A servant wearing the title of wife. Ethan became distant. He would leave for weeks on business trips. No calls, no explanations, just silence. One evening, I passed by my mother-in-law's room. Was on the phone, her voice full of joy. The baby will be here any day. The whole family is going to Arizona to take care of her. So sweet and well-behaved, not like that one back home. That one back home was me. The sweet girl she spoke of was Ethan's mistress. He had rented her a luxury villa in Phoenix, waiting for their baby to be born. Not only him, but his entire family went with him. People traveling together to celebrate a betrayal. And I, the legal wife, was left alone in the house I once called home. That night I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Because I finally understood. When an entire family protects sin, your tears mean nothing. They had chosen their side. Now it was time for me to choose mine. They thought I was soft. They thought I was clueless about business. But for years, I had quietly kept copies of everything. The deeds, the bank records, the transfers. Everything with my name on it. The next day, I met Daniel Reeves, a lawyer who once bought clothes from my online shop. He studied the papers and said, "You have solid proof, Isabella. You can legally separate all assets. If you wish, this can be done within weeks." And I simply nodded. I had finally had enough. 2 months later, while they were in Arizona, celebrating the birth of their grandchild, all the paperwork was complete. I sold the mansion, transferred the money to my personal account, and disappeared from Seattle quietly. When they returned, they were laughing, arms full of gifts, voices full of joy. But when they reached the gate, they froze. The gate was locked, and on it hung a bright red sign, "Sold." My mother-in-law knocked frantically. "Isabella, what have you done?" The neighbor stepped out and calmly said, "The new owners moved in this morning. You'll have to leave." Their phones rang endlessly, but I never answered. Emails, messages, all blocked. The powerful Collins family was now homeless. A week later, Ethan texted me, "Did you really have to go this far for revenge?" I replied, "No. I just took back what was mine. A new life." With that money, I opened a small cafe in Portland, by the ocean, where no one knew my name. I decorated every corner myself. Wooden tables, warm lights, soft jazz music. And on the door, I wrote the words that defined my soul. "Silence is the weapon of those who have been underestimated." 3 years later, my cafe had become a small local chain. People loved its calm, peaceful aura. I finally loved myself. One afternoon, a familiar voice said, "Isabella." It was Ethan. He looked thinner, broken, and lost. He whispered, "I lost everything, she left me. My parents won't even talk to me. I just wanted to see you, I'm sorry." I looked at him, no anger, no tears, just peace. I once thought happiness meant being with the person I love. I said quietly, "But now I know true happiness is when no one can hurt you anymore. People in town began sharing my story. The woman who was betrayed made an entire family kneel. But for me, there was no victory, only a lesson. Don't stay silent because you're afraid to lose someone. Stay silent so they realize they've already lost the most precious person in their life. As the sea breeze touched my face, I smiled. No more tears, no more storms. Just me, the woman who walked away with nothing and built everything again.